Alrighty folks, it's 10 minutes of 10 on Friday night. One of my viewers, I just posted those A major / F sharp minor pentatonics. I did a part 2. I just kind of quickly rehashed over it. So, alright, so I got till 5 after, a little bit after 5 after. Alright, because if I go too far over 15 minutes, I have to trim the video. So what I'm going to do now, because this viewer mentioned, and the sound, okay, I just got it on a sound, my son gave me this amp, it's a really cool amp. Vibrochamp, a Fender Vibrochamp XD, I got it on the 14th voice, there's 16 voices, and you can EQ each one, and there's a built-in effects, chorus, delay, or reverb. I got delay on. But, so it's not on the best sound that it could be on. So the guy mentioned about, yeah, I've been on the A major, so all I got to do now is get the, the scales down, or maybe he has them down, whatever. I'm going to go over that very quickly. I did the F sharp minor, which is also A major. I did all that already. There's 2 videos out with that. So now I'm going to do the full A major scale. Just a quick brush over. But you have to learn what the notes are on the fretboard, because I'm not going to go 5th finger on, 4th finger on the 5th fret and this one on that fret. The notes are A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, back to A. Alright, so there's an E in it, because I don't start at the A. You don't want to, when you learn these scales or pentatonics, like an A major if we're talking, you don't need to go to an A note to play. In fact, I purposely don't use the root note unless it's appropriate. I actually go to the root note, which we're talking A, an A note. When it's on A, I avoid the A note at all costs. I pass by it, I play it, but I focus on the harmony note. Yeah, I use it, but I don't try to go. So don't think A major from A to A. Yes, that's the obvious, you hear it. But there's an E note in there. I like to always teach from the lowest point on the fretboard to the highest point. It doesn't do you any good to get a couple little bits in a couple places. Yeah, you can. If you're a singer, songwriter, you don't need to know as much. But if you really want to play guitar and create melodies and be creative, it helps to know the full do, re, mi on the whole fretboard. So we're going to start with the E note. That's the lowest point on the fretboard, because we got an A, B, C sharp, D, and E. There's an E in it. So we're going to start at E, and it's going to go E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, D, E, like this. When you go E to E using all the notes of A major, it's an E mixolydian. Which is very close to the major scale. Alright, so this is the block starting at E. Up them because I ain't got time to hang around on them. Start at the F sharp note, because again, A, B, C sharp, D, E, and there's an F sharp. So now we start at the F sharp. This gets you all the notes of A major. Here, when your hand's here, you got all those to work with, and you got all these to work with here, and so on. So at F sharp, it would go. Now we talked about in my last two videos I just did a couple hours ago, is F sharp minor pentatonic is also A major. Well, it's also the actual pure F sharp natural minor scale. All right, so these are the notes you can reach without having to move your hand. Then you tie them together. And now we're going up to the G sharp, because there's a G sharp. It's the last note in the do re mi before it comes back to the A. So you start at this. This block is another one. Here's all the notes you can reach in that block. If you want to start and end at the G sharp, you'd end here. But you can go to the A, it's there, and the B, because they're in reach with the. Okay, so now you can hear it, you know, the do, dear, female, dear. Now we get to the A major scale here, starting with the root note. Back and forth in each block. When you get one down, then you get the next one down and play them slow and listen to what the notes sound like. Same as I said on the other videos with the pentatonic of this. And then the next one up, you'd start at the B note and go up again. The notes are A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp. So if we start with the B, it's going to continue that order, but starting with the B. B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C, and watch. So what I used to do, I'm being sloppy, I'm not warmed up, I haven't done these in forever as far as playing the scales. I solo and create phrasings. So it's B Dorian when you're talking the key of A major. So I used to do all these different patterns like. Do that with every block. Now you're only playing two notes, like between the G and B, but you go back and pick up the other note if you're doing that 6 count. That's what this is. So when I come down here, I come back up and play this note over here. All right, so the next one up after that B is starting at the C sharp note. C sharp, D, E. And then we start at the D. I got a few more minutes, and you go like this. sound very major, that's your Lydian mode. In the key of A, if you were playing to a chord progression that needs D Lydian, well, you just play out of all the scale blocks of A major. And the E, like I said, sounds very major, but in A major, that's E mixolydian. In your normal do, re, mi chord-wise, you got your root, in this case A, would be Ionian, and then your Lydian and your mixolydian are major, and the rest are minor. And the G sharp would be low crane sound, like a diminished sound. So anyways, after the D, we're back to what we started with. Same thing, we're back to repeating, then you're just repeating them up here. The next one from the E would be F sharp. I don't want to go over 15 minutes, so there you go. A quick brush over of the A major scale. Listen, it's an A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp. And that's it, and it repeats. So each block I was doing, I was starting with one of those notes in the scale. E, over in this open position, then F sharp, then G sharp, then A, then B, then C sharp, then D, then E. Just, that's all. And just gathering together all the notes that are in reach without moving the hand in each one of those positions, you know. That's okay, so you can slow it down if you need to, but I don't want to go over 15. All right, A major, full scale.